That moment we locked eyes, words lingered on my lips, buried deep inside my chest. I whispered them each night. Your gaze held so much more, as if you already knew. Between the lines I drew and the feelings I crossed, I chose not to choose. Cowardice dressed as care pushed your heart away, but it was still love. All the words I never said, layered in passing time, silently breaking me down until I lost myself. The truths you never knew were always waiting there. Maybe my silence showed in the way I looked away. Each smile you offered me only deepened my regret. The things I couldn't say were all for you in the end.
I feared every tomorrow as if time might run out. Yeah, I stayed by your side, wanting to hold forever. I never told a lie, only left things unsaid.
Rather than break your trust, I hid behind quiet stares, calling your name inside 100 silent times, but my voice never reached as my heart quietly overflowed. All the words I never said became the deepest truths, protecting you from pain, even if it meant losing you. What scared me the most was never just goodbye.
And every day we shared,
My heart was always true, I just failed to show it before time slipped away. Love left behind in silence became story untold. If someday you look back, I'll tell you everything, even if it's too late. I'll wait without blame for the day you'll hear the truth I held so long.
all the words I never said still echo through the years, hiding in quiet corners of a heart that never changed. Till you're ready to
Till you're ready to hear the story that was always yours.
until you're ready to hear.
The story that was always yours. A silhouette in sunlight, you smile beneath the shade. That blue shirt in the breeze was brighter than the day. Even as you walk past, my eyes followed your trace. The collar gently folded still pulls at my heart. Even from a distance, your scent remained clear. In that one blue shirt, our summer quietly lived in your casual motion. My heart was tied to you. I said I had moved on, but I returned to that time. Sunlight in its fabric, my memory never faded. Wrinkles in the breeze still stir my sleeping heart. Leaning by the window, I recall your flowing sleeve. Every step you took still lives in that shirt. Such a simple moment, outlive the passing season. Even after you left, I stayed in that place. Though you were something else, you're still that colored me. On a page too clean to touch, you sat with me side by side. Your laughter softened the corners of dreams we didn't know how to name. We held the same pencil, but saw different skies. Lulu, Lulu, your finger traced a window. I traced the shape of your hand, and in the silence between us, a house slowly rose without needing a plan. We dreamed like children, drawing a home made of moments of questions, like what if even the sunlight felt like part of the design. You didn't say forever, but the line lingered anyway. I sketched the stairs too steep, you made it the rooms too wide. You liked light in every corner I hid behind quiet walls, but still somehow it all fit together. Lulu, Lulu, I remember you smiling. Should we put our names here? And I, afraid to answer, just nodded into the quiet. We never finished the roof, but we laid the foundation of something real, though only in graphite. And even now when I close my eyes, I walk through it alone. That unfinished house still lives in the back of my mind. The blueprint folded and faded, but I never threw it away. Some homes don't need bricks to leave shelter in a heart, and some names still echo through imagined halls. That first blueprint remains, not in paper, but in me. A line drawn in love, too delicate to erase. And if I ever build again, it will start with your light, still shining by the window, still there in every room. Lulu, Lulu, every room.
Leaning quietly on the window, I turned off every light. The stories we used to share still echo in my ears, though it only lasted briefly. That moment fills my night. Time keeps passing me by, but that night still remains, where your breath gently touched and warmth refused to fade. An unintentional smile still soaks my quiet heart. The night you stayed by my side felt like the world stood still. We sat in perfect silence and spoke with only our eyes. Whenever I remember that, my heart trembles before thought. As the lamplight softly swayed, your warmth moved with its glow. That single fleeting moment meant everything to me. Where you once gently lingered, only meant as the days go by, that night won't disappear. Though I live in other hours, my mind still travels back to the scenes of our laughter that quietly still return. When nightfall starts to settle, I find you in the shadow. Your breath plays in the silence and drifts back to my soul. Though I can't reach you again, the memory holds its shape. The night you stayed by my side, the warmth still in the air, more vivid than any season, still resting in my chest. Though I know you won't return, the moment still remains. In that hush between our words, you spoke through everything. That quiet kind of presence wrapped the night like a song. As the dawn began to rise, the ache only grew strong. We never made a promise, but I still held on to hope. Even if you came briefly, I knew your heart was true. The memory never leaves me, it keeps surrounding my soul. The night you stayed by my side still lives inside my time. A feeling that froze gently yet crossed the years to me. If I once had that moment, I can't believe I'm okay. If I once had that moment, I can't believe I'm okay. The words that lingered on my lips stopped just before they could leave. As I looked into your eyes, I couldn't bring myself to speak. My heart trembled first and filled my chest with noise. If only I had been brave, maybe things would be different. The words I couldn't say were the most sincere of all. Beyond the edge of memory, I still stand there alone. Between fading breaths, only feelings continued to grow. I held back in fear, afraid you'd slip away. Your smile, brighter than sunlight, still lingers in my mind. And beside you each day, I watch myself grow smaller. I wanted to tell you always, my heart was always with you. But I hesitated again and let the moment pass. The words I couldn't say remain vivid through time, still echoing in my ears. All I call is your name. Even without a word, I lean closer to you. If I could meet you again, I'd tell you everything. Though I can't go back, regret still lingers in my heart. This story buried inside me, I hope it reaches you someday. Your smile, brighter than sunlight, still lingers in my mind. And beside you each day I watch myself grow smaller. The words I couldn't say will stay with me forever. Even if tears fall again, I truly loved you then.
In this quiet night, I think I hear you, a whisper so low, calling out my name. That familiar tone still rings in my ears. Days we used to share suddenly feel near. Through the telephone, your soft laugh remains still the same today, living in my brain. That one voice of yours helped me hold it in. Though no words are said, it echoes within. Thought I moved along, but I guess I lied. That one voice of yours still plays deep inside. Reach to make a call, but I can't press send. Typed and erased it again and again. Maybe you still hear what I try to say, so I speak softly, alone in the gray. That one voice of yours stops my tears midway. There's no one around, but I smile today. Wish I could forget, but I never can. That one voice of yours still calls me again. If I heard it once again, just a word from you. Say that I'll be okay, then I'd cry for two. That one voice of yours was my everyday. In the silent dark, it still finds a way. Even if you fade far beyond my reach, that one voice of yours forever stays with me. At the edge of thought, you keep calling my name. Even if I try, that one voice remains.
We never shared our aims, but your breath found me first. In the quiet between hours, in the tremble of tired voices. You didn't reach for me, but you already knew. Oh, I didn't try to fix the silence, I simply stayed. A presence without weight, just enough to be known. Oh, all the pain we never named spoke louder through the stillness. With no words, you reached across the ache, and somehow you made the broken feel. It wasn't love by design, but love by understanding. No grand confessions, You told stories in fragments, and I heard the spaces between them. Each sentence uncertain but honest in its shaking. And in that quiet exchange, I found my voice too. The world moved outside, but time softened inside us. For once, no masks, only the ache of being seen. Even what I tried to bury found its way to you. You listen like no one had, without judgment, without fear. You held what I couldn't say. We never needed the right words, just the courage to stay. Love, I've learned, isn't always loud or known. Sometimes it's the hush that steadies your breath. A hand resting near pain but never forcing it to heal. We came to know each other not through stories told, but through wounds quietly shared. And in that knowing, without promise or name, we loved with everything we didn't say. We loved. We loved. I returned. Someone ordered to a street I thought I'd left. The pavement hums with echoes of a name I never forget. Golden light on weathered steps leads me gently to the past. Every corner whispers softly, as if waiting all this time. And the breeze that brushes by carries a familiar sign. Back on that street, we bloom again in memories held by the air. The magnolias knew before I did that not everything disappears. Even when nothing spoken, the scent of you is still near. And I walk like I used to, hoping to meet you in the breeze. Behind an ivy-covered wall, white petals fall in silence. A wooden bench remembers our laughter, our quiet defiance. I see where you once did, the same tremble in my chest. The street never needed words to bring you back to me. Even in a changed world, some things remain as they used to be. Back on that street, I breathe you in like spring that never fades. The days we never named still bloom in subtle shades. Your presence in the silence is louder than what we said. And when I close my eyes, you walk beside me again. Time has rewritten buildings but left your memory intact. I thought I let you go, but this street quietly brings you back. Back on that street, I found you, not in sight but in the air, where magnolia winds remember, and all my heart can do is stare. Through time, through distance, you were always waiting there. And when I close my eyes, you walk beside me again. You were always waiting there.
A glance brushed through the night, so cold yet somehow warm. Though everything felt strange, it was familiar in my heart. Without knowing his name, my heart already answered.
Like time stood perfectly still, his gaze stole on my breath.
No words were even needed in that quiet, vivid space. The universe in his eyes
Held a place just for me.
the one who looked like a star, too far to ever reach. Yet my heart keeps chasing, drawn into his orbit. All my reasons for living now revolve around him. Though I pretended not to care, my eyes always found him. Oh, a feeling no one noticed, quietly blooming inside. Even invisible light kept pouring toward his world.
Unfamiliar words, unfamiliar hands, till they felt like home. Deeper than any emotions I had ever known before. Watching him from afar with a silent, gentle smile.
Every little passing moment etched in the memory. Wherever he walked by,
Even the wind felt tender without a single question. I was already falling.
the one who looked like a star, a love I could never touch, but I never felt alone. 'Cause he was there with me like a quiet kind of miracle. I stayed close to his light. Even through the darkest nights, his gaze still guided me. No need for any words, we always somehow knew. The one who stayed like starlight, completely changed who was. Even if he disappears, I'll remember everything. All the love I've ever known began because of him. Even the fleeting moment sparkled like a distant star. The one who looked like a star forever lives within me. Even if time moves on, his gaze remains clear. In the name of this love, he'll stay where I belong. But this love once walked together. Words still echo in my ears, but they've lost on me now. I stood in the shade alone, only memories follow me. Yeah, yeah. I try to look back again, but my steps fall apart. A street I can't reach anymore. You're growing farther away. The street we can return to marks the end of our season. Only longing fills the space. Even your name has faded. I stood there for a moment, then turned away in silence. The view that felt familiar feels distant and unknown now. Beneath the sky without you, I walk this road alone. When I close my eyes, your touch still lingers, but reality says nothing and quietly passes by. As the day you were gently collapses inside me. Yeah, yeah. Even saying I miss you feels like it's too late. I left you in that night that no longer returns. The street we can return to left our goodbye unsaid. A hesitant heart speaks now, but no one is there to hear. I walk halfway to you and stop with a whisper. At the end of this empty road, only memories call to me, swallowing the day that never reached you. A day that won't come again, and I remain inside it. You smiled unaware while I turned and walked away. Like a final breeze, I had to let you go. The street we can return to holds an afternoon filled with memories. You were the most beautiful season I've ever lost. Calling your name softly, I slowly close my lips. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Return to.
Though my heart broke, I said nothing then. The day you turned back, I fell apart again. I looked away, but held you so tight. Pretended I was fine, that wasn't right. Even when I smiled, I was lying still. If you had cried, it might have healed. Please forgive me now for who I became. I gave you hurt, then walked away. Still only you lies in my chest. Please forgive me, words I never said. Tried to forget, but you grew clear. Days without you feel so unreal. Please forgive me now, even if we end. Just once more, say my name again. I gave you nothing, but I loved you so. Please forgive me, you're all I know. We can't go back now, but please remember me. I know I hurt you, but I loved you honestly. Please forgive me. Ooh, all I know. We can't go back now, but please remember me. I know I hurt you, but I loved you honestly.
In the quiet corners of my mind, your name waits like folded paper. I never spoke it a lot, but it lived inside my breath. Ooh, ooh. Even as the seasons turned and new days swept me away, you remained untouched, like a note I never played. No one asks about you, but you return in every silence. On days when memory softens, yours is the first name I hear, whispered like a breeze, too gentle to disappear. Some names fade with time, but yours only lingers deeper. No photographs remain, just a breeze scented like spring. That old stone wall we passed still holds the warmth of then. Ooh, ooh. Sometimes I pause mid-step, as if I'll find you there, but it's only memory, bringing back the air we shared. The name I never dared to say now echoes more clearly than ever. It lives between my heartbeats, in the spaces no one sees. You were never gone, just quietly carrying me. I don't need a letter to know you're still with me. I'll still speak you in silence. Even if the road is ended, I'll walk it once again. Whispering your name, I return to that quiet day, to all the things I never said that still ask me to stay. But today I let you go, with a voice you'll never hear. And in the hush that follows, you remain crystal clear. The sunlight softened in the afternoon. A breeze slipped through the window, whispering the seasons end. Beneath the growing shadows, I found myself thinking of you again. Sharing ice cream with quiet laughter, your eyes warmer than the summer sun. Sitting at the edge of a shaded bench, I found myself sketching your face in thought. When summer was fading, our hearts linger right where they had always been. That brief moment we brushed past each other,
stayed far longer than I ever expected. The sound of the waves, the call of the sea, couldn't erase the place where you once stood. Memory soaked in golden light, still shimmer quietly here. I stared at the empty seat beside me and saw your smiling face in my mind again. A song I've come to know plays in the distance, and your name hides gently in its melody. The distant echo of laughter, the glance we never got to share at the end. We walked away as if nothing had happened, but our hearts were already drenched in silence. When summer was fading, we never called each other's names, and yet that ordinary day keeps echoing in my chest. Under a slowly setting sun, your silhouette quietly drifted away, and still I stood right there, waiting without a word. Time kept moving forward, bringing seasons that felt unfamiliar, but no day ever returned with the clarity that one held. When summer was fading, our story paused between breath. I still can't say the words aloud, but that day you remain alive with me. You stood beneath the silver moon, a breath unfamiliar yet warm. When our eyes first locked, time itself seemed to freeze. My heart had always known. You were the center of my world. No need for empty words, your gaze had said it all. An unexplainable pull came rushing over me, though knew it wasn't strange, like I had known you from the moment I saw you. Everything began to change. I forgot what time was as I drew close to you. This feeling wouldn't stop, I believed it was fate. Without a reason why my heart reacted first, a nameless kind of feeling started guiding me to you. That single moment we met became the start of everything.
Among countless faces, I don't know why it was you. Like a shadow I followed, never able to look away. Couldn't pretend I didn't care. My heart was already moved.
The days kept on moving, but you remained the same. One glance could undo me, no one else could compare. Your excitement turned to comfort, now you're in every moment.
destiny pulled me your way. Even if goodbye's away, you'll still live within me. Even love has to end, it always began with you. Even love has to end, it always began with you.
Close my eyes and see where silence starts to bloom. A garden deep within where my heart dreams of you. Sunlight gently falls on every leafy shade. Each breath that passes by makes the flowers sway. Where the soft wind stays, where you used to be, with all your quiet steps. The green grows tenderly. The garden in my heart still holds your gentle scent. Those seasons come and go, your bloom is permanent. Like the day you smiled, I won't forget that part. Still blooming endlessly. The garden in my heart. The garden in my heart still grows with every day. Your words become the leaves that dance and drift away. Though the day has gone, your flowers never part. Still holding on to you. The garden in my heart. Will I meet you there at the garden's end? Will we smile again and reach out as friends? The garden in my heart grows with breath and light, still waiting patiently through every day and night. Even time can't fade this place that holds your part. Forever you will bloom in the garden in my heart. Close my eyes and see where silence starts to bloom. You once walked through this place. The garden in my heart. Close my eyes and see where silence starts to bloom. You once walked through this place. The garden in my heart. Garden in my heart.
Your name was just a username, blinking in a quiet room. No face, no voice, but something about your words, they echoed in places I didn't know needed comfort. I wasn't looking for anything, but your silence felt safe. And before I noticed, I had started waiting for your light. No one would have known, two strangers, two separate skies, yet between us a thread gently tied our hours. We lived in different worlds, but felt the same pulse at night. A single line on a screen held
broken pieces, careful words, hesitant replies, but the truth slipped through in the way we stayed in the space we gave each other. It was enough. You never asked for more, you just listened deeper until I shared things I hadn't even told myself. No maps could have traced the place where we met, but in a moment of stillness you found me, and for the first time being known didn't feel so strange. I never said your name out loud, but I felt it like a song, soft and always returning. You never asked for more, you just listened deeper until I shared things I hadn't even told myself. We weren't meant to last forever, but we didn't need to. Some people arrive only to remind us that connection doesn't need a reason or a face, only a moment in truth. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The evening door quietly closed. You lowered your eyes in silence instead of saying goodbye. You left behind a single gaze. Though your hand began to tremble, I could only smile back at you. So close to your lips, I heard unspoken words. A farewell we couldn't voice hung gently in the air. Time passed without a sound, letting everything slip away. The promise before goodbye, a vow no one else could hear. Eyes that spoke not names, that's all we truly needed. If someday we meet again, I'll finally say the word. Your steps grew faint behind me, but they remain inside my heart. All the passing seasons were painted in your colors. Our final quiet moment left one soft promise behind. At the edge of all my memories, you were quietly sitting there. One small smile from you guarded me to the very end. Beyond the ache of parting, love became even clearer. The farther time drifted away, the closer your presence became. Words I couldn't speak aloud still lived on deep within. Oh, in that silent final moment, a promise softly lingered. The promise before goodbye, a confession I never forgot. In that brief meeting of eyes, all my truth was carried. Even if you can't return, my heart still
walk away. It was a choice for us both, the final vow we made.
I won't ever forget it. Even now I wait for you.
The promise before goodbye still rests in the deepest part. Your final quiet exhale was love in its purest form.
And when we meet again, that promise I will keep.
I will keep.
The light bent gently that day between the shadows on the wall. We stood and quietly stared, too afraid to take a step. Though silence held our lips, my heart began to tremble. Your gaze spoke every word I never had to hear. A glance said more than words. It came like a breath of wind. In that one fragile moment, time forgot to move. Yeah, yeah. There was a reason I paused at the far end of that road. Maybe we both already knew, but chose to look away. I watched you walking away, following with only my eyes. Your quiet steps on the path left nothing but memory. Even as hearts drifted apart and grew distant with the days, that look we shared remains etched within my chest. A glance said more than words, holding everything we were. Even in your leaving was a gentlest goodbye. Yeah, yeah. No tears, just stillness. I didn't move an inch. The last time I saw you was the quietest farewell. An empty street, no one there, only the breeze passing by. But the shadows of our time still lingered on the ground. I watch you walking away, following with only my eyes. Your quiet steps on the path left nothing but memory. Where our eyes once met, there was nothing left to say. The silence between us told everything we knew. Between quiet blooms where sunlight softly fell, I lay on the earth and lifted my gaze high. The wind gently brushed along my open sleeves, drifting far away. Clouds move like a dream. Bird song in the air settles near my ear. Gentle breath and grass sway like whispered thoughts. Sunlight gently wraps my resting quiet eyes. Petals lean on me like arms they used to hold. Noise fades far away softly, then slowly close my eyes. Between me and sky, the flowers stand guard still. I take the same old steps again, down the path behind campus walls. The sun sets where it always did, bathing the station in soft gold, where I first learned to wait and first learned to feel. Back then your shadow was always just ahead, and though we barely spoke, my world turned warm at the sound of your name. Even on the day we parted, we passed the yellow line, said nothing but everything was screaming in our silence. We walked away, but my heart stayed behind on the platform where your smile once waited. Train moved forward, but part of me never did. Years have brushed past, but that one corner remains. A snack cart still hums there. Same scent, same lights, and for a moment you're beside me again. In the subway's glass reflection, I catch a smile I used to wear. And before I understand why tears cloud what I see, this city has grown, but your echo doesn't fade. Your name, your laugh, still woven into that route. And every time I pass it, the memories ride with me to the end of line 3. I reach for the door too late, just like I did back then. Time doesn't always take us forward, it loops in quiet places. A seat by the window, a song from your playlist, and suddenly I'm 17 again, still hoping you turn around. At the end of line 3, where we once said nothing at all, everything we were still lives between the stops. If you